For that, let me go to an account, different accounts. So we launch the campaigns over there. ads.google.com. That's how you log into this platform, the Google Ads management platform. Okay, but then see, most of the options or the features are available for everybody. Very few options are available to you only when you are spending. So for example, in the keyword research tool, the search volumes information is available to you only when you are spending. When it is active or a functional ad, a click is 100 rupees. Okay, so when each click is 100 rupees, you will be spending or investing 10,000 rupees to get 100 visitors. Correct? Correct? Are you all following me?
Yes.
If each click is costing 100 rupees, to get 10 clicks, you have to spend 1000 rupees. And to get 100 clicks, you have to spend 10,000 rupees. Correct? So now, when 100 people are visiting your website, and if you are selling it at a very good price, the product, and if your web pages are appealing, the UI UX has been taken care, the selling elements are taken care, you will be probably attracting more number of people. Correct? Am I correct? So when you attract
Yes.
more number of people, that's basically nothing but higher conversion rates. And from 100 people, you can get 10 sales. By spending 10,000 rupees, if you can get 10 sales, what is the cost per sale? You have spent 10,000 rupees and you got 10 sales. What is the cost per sale? Correct.
1,000 rupees.
The cost per sale is 1000 rupees. Okay. So now in this cases, what happens is they will suggest you, okay, at what price you want a lead or sale. And if you put it as 1000 rupees or 500 rupees, they will not get any traction. You might get here and there one or two clicks, three clicks, four clicks, five clicks. So it moves very slow. They will put it, they will tell you, okay, so the lead costs at least 2000 rupees and make you to change it to 2000 rupees in the setting. Here in this case, you would have got a lead at 1000 rupees or sale at 1000 rupees, and when you go by these methods, you might end up spending high as well. Correct? Correct. Okay. So, so if you have an app, you can promote that app as well on various Google search partners or various websites. Okay. So reach or awareness and consideration, local store visits, drive visits to local stores, including restaurants and dealerships. Create a campaign without a goal, uh, goals guidance. Okay, brand objectives are merged. So just read this text to help you choose between different brand goals, all options that were available in the product and brand consideration. And brand awareness and reach can now be found in awareness and consideration. Okay, so for now you ignore it. We will be going one by one everywhere. Okay, and even before this, I want to walk you through one more uh, detail. Okay, so that is and campaigns. Yeah. So when some client much interested in understanding certain kinds of details, for example, what is the CPC, how much it costs, and for how much do I have to spend in order to get a sale, in order to get a sale. Okay, so for that you may have to educate them. I'll show that information as well to all of you. Excuse me. Yeah. Look at the sheet. Yeah, here we are trying to understand how much a lead would cost and what will be your return on investment. See, if you are spending 1 lakh on Google Ads, won't you be interested in understanding how much money you make of this 1 lakh? Everybody, won't you be interested in understanding how much you make out of this 1 lakh? Key considerations or aspects one should know before launching the campaigns. What are they? Number one, the CPC. Number two, the conversion rate, the estimated conversion rate, the cost per conversion or lead or sale, and return on the investment. You have to understand these things even before you decide to launch a paid campaign. And the other thing is the budget. Are you all following me?
Yes.
Why should we understand these things? Anybody here? Why should you understand these things to launch the paid campaigns? Anyways, you are going to spend, correct? Anyways, client is going to give the budget, correct? Why should you know these things? Why should you know this metrics or details? Number one, client or business owner will be interested in knowing this. Okay. Number two, you can calculate the budget on basis of this details, on basis of the above details. You will be able to predict the ROI and take a wise call with regard to investment and with regard to investments. Client or business owner will be interested in knowing this details. You can calculate the budget on basis of the above details. You'll be able to predict the ROI and take a wise call with regard to the investment. You can, maybe I'll put it this way, you can decide to not to run the ads, or you can plan higher budgets accordingly, or you may just run a pilot campaign to understand better. See, this many time happens. So the client comes to you and says that they want Google Ads to be executed. Okay, they want Google Ads to be executed, and they will ask you how much should I spend and how much money will I get out of it? How many sales will I get out of it? So it's something similar. Will they be able to tell even before they open a supermarket, super or shop or restaurant or something else? How much money? See, they don't know. See, they just have conceived an idea of starting a business. Let's assume one of you have conceived an idea of starting a business. Will you be able to tell how many customers will you can get every day, and how much revenue you can get every day if you are opening a supermarket? When will you be able to tell?
Once the business starts.
Correct? Or at least you may have an outlet earlier. Correct? you will have another supermarket, at least roughly you will be able to give some number. There are scenarios where they will be starting a business for the first time. A product is new, the business itself is completely new. They come to you and ask, how much should I spend? Okay. Second thing they'll ask, okay, I'm spending 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs or 5 lakhs, how many leads or sales will I get? So the the worst part is, so if it's an offline thing, if they have a supermarket, at least they sense, they use their common sense that the supermarket is, the construction is finished or opening date, they have opened it and they have lots of inventory in the supermarket. But the unfortunate thing with the websites is they will have a scrap, they will not have a good website. Their websites will be utterly of no use. No, it doesn't convert any user. The websites are in the pathetic state. So parallelly, while you focus on building the campaigns, you may have to also focus improvising the web pages. So who should be taking care of the inventory in the supermarket? Is it the responsibility of the marketer? So the business owners or even the marketers don't understand this. Even the marketers fail to explain this to the business owners. So they will start the campaigns, but then their websites will be in a pathetic state. There will be serious problems with the website. There won't be conversion, so tracking with the websites. So we can list down things to be taken care before we have consider or should be known here, to be taken care before launching the campaigns. Understand the technical aspects of the website are in place. Make sure the forms or the payment gateways are working properly. Okay, so make sure the web pages load quickly, they are user friendly and compatible on all devices. Okay, make sure there are selling and marketing elements on the website. Make sure the product or service offering has a competitive advantage over the other players in the industry. Okay, then understand which target audience, which demographics work better for the product or service. Make sure the make sure the tracking pixels are all in place and ensure they all they all track properly. Okay, they should never duplicate the conversions or split the conversion details. Are you all understanding this?
Yes.
See what happens. So you are a great digital marketer. You are investing an amount on the Google Ads, but you are poor at understanding these things. So and your website has a technical glitch where the lead submission forms are not working, or the payment gateways are not working, or there are some other kinds of technical issues. Will you see any payments happening? Will you see any leads coming in?
No.
So web pages are not loading properly. So will you see any response, proper response? User might quit. You will just get the traffic and user is quitting. Will you see the payments and leads happening? You will not see. Make sure there are selling and marketing elements on the web page. So there is a huge difference. So when you let's take an example. So when you visit a electronic store, okay, let's say a gadget store or electronic store, let's say something like Chroma. So you have visited. There are two different kinds of salespeople. One cannot speak properly. One speaks properly. And now who will make more revenue here? Who can sell more products over there?
The person who speaks properly.
Correct. Here it's not about speaking. Here it's about selling. So the person who is opening up his mouth is making an effort to sell the product. He is telling that, sir, this computer, this laptop is the most preferred laptop. So in just 1 week we sold 20 pieces. So when he's opening up his mouth, he's speaking something that can sell. Correct. So
Yes.
that's the difference between a web page having selling and marketing elements and not having selling and marketing elements. Did you all get that? A web page with plain information is like a poor sales guy, and a web page with marketing and selling elements can sell the product or service very well. Correct? Do you all agree?
Yes.
Okay. So now let's take another example. iPhone 10 or iPhone 12 whatsoever, or maybe some other product. Everybody are selling it at 1 lakh, and you are also one of them selling, and your price is 2 lakh. And now Pitambar, as a digital marketer running the paid marketing campaigns, will he be able to get the sale? He has to test his luck. Correct? When the same phone is sold at 1 lakh everywhere else, and now he has launched a campaign for a web page which is selling it at 2 lakhs. Correct? And it's purely a luck thing to find a bakra who will be purchasing it at 2 lakh rupees. Correct? So you have to understand the competitive advantage as well over the players in the industry. Competitive advantage is not necessarily pricing; it can be the offering, it can be it can be anything. It can be a discount, it can be an additional product offered, it can be a more number of days subscription, it can be free support, it can be free service, it can be anything, right? Make sure the product or service offering has a competitive advantage over the other players in the industry. So if you don't have this, you won't be able to sell properly. Correct? You could be a great digital marketer. You see, if you're not understanding any of these things, you're not a good digital marketer. The unfortunate thing is 90% of the digital marketers learn this tool. They just learn all the options. Even a small kid, a 5 years kid, can learn or understand all these options. So after 2 3 days or after 1 week, you ask them where is keywords, they will tell you the keyword comes after landing pages, and within keywords there are search keywords, negative keywords, search terms, auction insights, audiences, blah blah. Correct? So you have to focus on the marketing skill or the marketing knowledge. Tools knowledge is something every week there will be some tools coming into the market. You can always explore and understand them, right? Demographics is, it can be gender, age, right? It can be anything related to the person, the location, all put together. It's called as demographics. So a product, let's say digital marketing, let's assume an age group between 30 to 40, nobody is interested in digital marketing. Will you see any outcome if you're targeting that age group? The age group between 25 to 30 will be more interested in digital marketing, and targeting that age group might fetch more business for you. Correct? So that way, based on your product or service, you have to understand which age group would show more interest in your product or service, and you have to act wisely. And if you're not targeting properly, you would see a poor conversion rate. Make sure the tracking pixels are all in place and ensure they all track properly. Okay. And the biggest problem is sometimes the above 5 points might have been taken care, but there won't be a proper tracking pixel, and they will never understand how many sales they have got from the Google Ads. This is another biggest issue that most of the people needs to address. Okay. So in simple, taking care of all the above or directly impact the conversion rates. What is conversion rate? Some terminologies you should be aware. What is click, traffic, impression, CTR, conversion rate? We'll keep adding more. What is a click? Huh? What is a click? A click is an attempt made by your target audience to visit your website on seeing the ad placed on the marketing platforms. What is traffic? The flow of the visitors to the website, the count of the flow of the visitors to the website is traffic. Impression, the number of people seeing your website is impression, correct? This ideally is an number assigned by the respective platform or tool on basis of the position of the ad, the screen scroll by the user, etc. Okay. Okay. CTR is a click-through rate. Is the measure of the traffic or clicks against, okay, measure of traffic or clicks against. CTR is the measure of traffic or clicks against the impressions. Okay. Okay. So what is conversion rate? Is the measure of the sales or leads or any other objective against the traffic to the website or ad. You all understood what are this? Any other terminology that we are missing out? Okay. So now, so actually this thing we discussed in order to understand the conversion rates only. So which I want to walk you now. See, without understanding these things, a lot of people try to project or provide the details or information to the client. Okay. So for that, what you have to do is you have to do a small math, which is going to help you to predict certain things, such as the such as the sales, number of sales or the number of the leads, the conversion rates, the cost per acquisition or the cost per sale. Okay, so we have taken multiple scenarios here to understand. So especially for the people who ask you how many sales can I get, how much a sale would cost, how much money I have to spend, or what will be the return on investment. Okay, so let's understand all of this one by one. Okay, so look at this. Yeah. So case one, we have considered a CPC. You all know CPC, right? CPC is cost per click. CPC, cost per click, is the amount spent for every click achieved from the ad. Yeah. So now at this price of 50 rupees, if you have to get 100 clicks to the website, how much it would cost to you? That is 100 into 50, 5,000 rupees is the cost. Okay. So here we have taken an example of a trading company. Taken an example of trading company, and we have made an assumption that of this 100, only 5% people are interested in your trainings. Are you all following me? This is very important for you all to understand.
Yes.
Yeah. So of this 100 people, we made an assumption only 5 people are interested in your product. That is called as leads. So anybody who expresses interest in your product and leaves their information to you are considered as leads. Okay. Lead Leads are anyone who is interested or expresses interest in your product or service with the contact details, with the appropriate or correct contact details to connect back with the appropriate contact details, expecting to get more details about the product or service, and hopefully or product or service, let's stop it here. So are considered as a lead. You all understood what a lead is? Okay. So now 5% people interested is nothing but 5 leads. So what is the cost per lead now? So cost per lead is 5,000 divided by 5, that is, we have the calculation as well here. 5,000 divided by 5 is 1,000 rupees. So the cost per lead is 1,000 rupees. Okay. So now of this 5 people, can you expect all the 5 people to be making a sale? Will be purchasing the product or service from you? 5 people have inquired about the .NET training or maybe some other training. Will all these 5 people register at the training institutes? No. So maybe we made an assumption, okay, only 40% of the 100 people, only 40% people are interested in the registering. So they have expressed interest. For some reason they are not registering with your institute. Why they are not registering? They did not like your pricing, they did not like your quality, right? Why will they not make a business with you? Or somebody else is offering at a very cheap price, or they don't understand the worth of your product or service, or the salesperson sitting in this organization or in any other organization or anywhere else, the salesperson, whatever the product or service it be, the salesperson may not be making an effective effort to sell the product or service. Okay. Or the candidate may not have that much of money for the moment, or the candidate may not have a laptop to join the online classes. There can be multiple reasons, anything can be reason. So 60% straight away might lose, businesses might lose 60%. That way we have considered 40%. So now 40% of 5 is only 2. So that's what we have done. 40% into 5 is only 2 sales. Now what is the cost per acquisition? CPA is cost per acquisition. So now 5,000 divided by 2 is 2,500. Are you all following me? Did you all get this? Yeah. So 2,000, 5,000 divided by 2 is 2,500. Okay. And the course is sold at 30,000 rupees. Can you please one of you mute it? It's echoing. Yeah. So the course price is 30,000 rupees. So now for two sales, how much revenue have you made? 60,000 rupees. If two people are purchasing at 30,000 rupees, the total revenue is 60,000 rupees. Okay. Yeah. So what is the cost incurred in making the revenue of 60,000 rupees? It is 5,000 rupees. That is 55,000 rupees is the total profit that they have made out of 5,000 rupees spent. Okay, right? So now there is another scenario which we have considered. So now the CPC is 25 rupees. See now directly your cost per lead has come down to 250 rupees, not just because of CPC, but also the click to lead rate has improved significantly, that is doubled from 5% to 10%. Okay, so now if I change this to 2%, 1%, look at this column H will change, and column K will also change. Observe this carefully. Column H, column GH, most of the columns will change. 1%, yeah. So the cost per lead from 250 rupees it went to 2,500 rupees, and cost per sale went from some 500 rupees or 250 rupees, some five what is that 500 rupees or 1,000 rupees, it went to 6,250. Correct. So now the total revenue, see, it's not even one sale. It's not even one sale. It's a loss. Revenue made is only 12,000. So let me undo this. Yeah. So you had got a sale at 625 rupees. The moment the conversion rate, the click to lead rate drop. Why will click to lead rate drop? For one of these reasons. So people may not inquire with you for one of these reasons. Correct? Okay. So for one of these reasons, people will just quit the website, and it keeps changing. If people are quitting, it might go to 1%, and this might keep changing. So there are different scenarios. So yeah. So here again 10 percentage cost per, yeah, here it is again 50 rupees. The cost per click to lead rate is 10 percentage. Sales 12,500, 250 is the cost per acquisition. Total revenue made. Okay, now 50 rupees, 2,000 rupees, 2,000 clicks. Cost is 1 lakh, 10 percentage, 200 leads. Cost per lead is 500, and cost per sale is 1250. Okay, so actually, so we were discussing uh, how will this, see, with the larger budgets, the things will change drastically. That's what we were trying to understand. Okay, so the conversion rates. Okay, so these are just different cases. Let me. Why did we mark this? Yeah, you all understood, right? How to calculate the cost per acquisition, and the cost per lead, and how much revenue we make. So there were scenarios: revenue made, 100 clicks, 3 pages 27, 2,700. Okay. You just ignore the below part. You all understood, right? At higher spend at competitive prices, the CPCs come down, the conversion rates improve. Marketer implemented lead magnets or tactical marketing, but sales team is not effective. So we have considered different scenarios. So this is completely a marketer's effort, and this is sales team's effort. Sales team brings down this to 20%. And look at this, the cost per acquisition goes to 5,000. And further, sales team is not that great and comes down to 5,000. The cost per acquisition is 20,000 rupees. Okay. So now course price is 30,000. The cost per acquisition is 20,000. So the total revenue made is to be actually 10,000 rupees. I don't know why it is just 7,500 in this case into J2. Are you all getting this? How it impacts the sales? How to calculate the revenue, achievable revenue, the cost per acquisition? Okay. CPA is CPA is the cost per acquisition is the amount spent in acquiring one customer. Is it clear for all of you up to here?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So if you figure it out, it's going to be expensive. It's not going to work for the business. So you should not invest a lot and run the ads. So this calculation will help you to understand. So maybe we'll copy paste this table. I'll copy paste this table as well on the top. So okay, so this is just to understand how it works. So you could see here the cost per acquisition kept varying, 5,000 rupees. See, it completely depends on their sales team as well as their click to lead rate. Click to lead rate is completely dependent on addressing these issues on the website. These issues. Marketing and selling elements on the website. Make sure the marketing, and one more point I missed out to add, appealing UI slash UX and the professional design. Appealing UI UX and the professional design is a must to reap the benefits of the conversion rates and ROI. Okay. So now once you have clarity of all this, you can go ahead and launch the campaigns. And what is needed to launch the campaign? First thing, the keywords. Okay. So we all have understood the match types as well. Okay. So maybe we'll try out some other campaign or something else. Okay. So maybe let me format this. Okay, so we will let's launch a campaign for a product. Okay, so what is that product that you are planning? Can one of you tell me for which product can we consider to launch a Google ad account? Anybody has any suggestions? Some product has to be considered to start with the campaign. Digital marketing training is your offering service or a product. We are going to launch a campaign with the name digital marketing training, something like this. Okay, so our ad campaigns might include the services as well, and hence we are naming it as training. Okay, so this digital marketing training will have the keywords that comprises institute, that comprises terms like online. So I'm grouping the keywords and I'm giving different names. The campaign name will remain same. Within the campaign we'll have the ad group as institute, online, or maybe something else like certificate or pay after placement. I'll simply call it as PAP. Okay, so keyword for this is digital marketing training. I'll add it in phrase. So this one, digital marketing online training in phrase. So the above keyword might trigger this as well. So we will add negatives online for the first one. So PAP digital marketing course. Okay, the product is same, digital marketing training only everywhere. So you can this way add one keyword or multiple keywords for each ad group. Okay, so next is what is next, what is needed for each of this ad group. You need an ad copy. So let me copy the same ad copies. So campaign name, ad group name, yeah, I'll copy paste here. Digital marketing training is my campaign name, ad group name. So look at this. You have to write the headings following these guidelines: H1, H2, D1, D2, path 1, path 2, final URL. This is actually a old template. Okay, so this way you have to write the titles and description. But let's switch to the ad account and see how to launch. uh, yeah, here I was telling you, you have to, let me come back and show it to you all again. Okay, I'll take the screenshots as well. How to launch a ad on Google ad platform. Okay, step one, go to the campaigns and click on this plus. This is number one, you can write number one here, and this is number two. Just two things. What is next after this? After this, have clicked on this. Yeah, this will be the interface. I have to choose an objective. Do you all want screenshots? So first one is go to the navigate, login and navigate. So today you might feel easy. After a few days you will forget some of this. Navigate to the campaigns section and find a plus icon and click on it to add a new to to launch a new campaign. Okay, so this is number one. Number two is number two is select the goal of your choice. Okay, so I suggest to go with the website traffic. Always, if you are always if you are launching a if you are launching a search campaign on Google, usually a push marketing campaign. Okay, go with website traffic. What is number three? You have picked website traffic. Click on continue. Right? Then comes various campaign types. So I'll explain you what are these campaign types. So I have already explained the objective types, which objectives and all in detail. So I did not again write or explain them here. Pick the campaign type that fits your business needs. Okay, so pick a campaign type that fits your business need. Okay, which one should you pick? You see so many options here, right? Do you have any idea about this? Which one should we pick? Which one should we pick? Huh? Display. No. So if you are launching a campaign for digital marketing training or digital marketing service, which campaign should you pick? Which campaign type should you pick? Okay. So let's understand this. The performance, the search is purely a push campaign, or instead of purely a push campaign, the search is a push campaign type if the search partners and the display are unselected in the campaign settings. This is the suggested campaign type you should go with if you are looking for the if you are looking for to attract only the audiences who are badly in need of your product or service. See, this campaign also has the pull marketing aspects, especially when the search partners and display are selected. So it's suggested not to select search partners and display when you pick this option. Okay. Okay. So next, performance max. Performance max. Even before performance max, I'll explain display, shopping, video, display, display. Yeah. Display campaign type is purely a pull purely pull marketing campaign and is used mostly when the businesses are looking for branding or branding or reach. This is very useful for the products which are newly introduced in the market and no one knows about existence of such products or services and does not have any kind of proactive searches or demand in the market. Okay, so let's say one of you here in this room will introduce some new product which is invented by you and nobody knows about that product, but that can be a problem solver or solution that gives a solution to some business or maybe people or something, right? So in those cases, this display campaign will be super useful. You will be designing a creative or a banner, okay, and you will be running the ads. So what I'll do is now we'll not get into all of this. We'll close one by one. Okay. So I'll pick the search campaign and we extend this class or should we wind it up and continue tomorrow? Everybody?
Continue it by tomorrow.
Sorry. Oh, is that?
Continue it by tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, fine then. We'll wind it up for today and we'll continue it from there tomorrow. Yeah.